All right, guys, welcome back to the Sayin Society. You have myself, Jochik, Justman, and Jagad. This is our bi-monthly podcast. um, yeah, we've been trying to, get the gang together, but like scheduling and stuff. But we're back with another anime manga review. I don't know what episode number this is because it's been a while since we've done one. Um, So we're gonna potentially talk about One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Chainsaw Man. And then I guess there's other like if we have time, we'll talk about other anime that are I guess new for this season to like keep an eye out for. But yeah, we got a lot of One Piece to cover because we haven't watched like talked about this stuff in a while. So
We got a lot to cover, man.
I
That's
don't
yeah,
a
even
lot of
know
One
what the
Piece.
last One Piece thing is that we talked about.
I think
It's been so
I
long.
genuinely think the last thing we talked about was the mural,
I think so. It actually
which is
might.
insane because it's been Elbaf and then God Valley pretty much, which is what's happening right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess we'll just talk about the latest chapter, and then if anything else comes up, we'll just like address it. But
Sure, yeah.
um, so what? How do you guys feel about? I mean, how do you guys feel about like Rox and Rox's character?
I feel like he's sick. Like they
Yeah,
shaped him
he's
up to be
cool.
such a nice character.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like definitely different from what we thought he'd be.
Oh, 100%. I thought because like the thing is, prior to this flashback that we've been getting, I was like, oh, for sure, like he's gonna do some like schemey shit, something, because we know Garp and Roger team up to take him down, right? So
Yeah.
like right now, the light in which he's painted in is like pretty positive. Honestly, like he's not like he pulled up his introduction as he kills an admiral, which is crazy, right? Like that's like fucking we power scaling this guy. Like this guy's a fucking monster. Like that's like pulled up. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like I was like, where's this gonna go? So I mean, he is a good character, but I mean, we're about to see like in the latest chapter, right? We
Do you like his
see
character more this way, or would you have liked it if he was more like Blackbeard?
the thing is
I like it this
probably
way.
more you like it this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
He's
like in terms of like legend base, the fact that
yeah,
he actually has like a proper background and it's not just he's just like an asshole. I feel like it's a little
yeah.
better. Like he
He's
embodies like being a pirate. I think like the best out of like almost everybody.
I
Besides
agree, and
Blackbeard.
and that's the thing. That's the thing. Like you see
Yeah,
aspects of Blackbeard like in him while
hundred
we're
percent,
watching him. Like that's how Blackbeard
Yeah.
is like when he's not doing his like evil shit. You know what I mean? Like
hundred
the way
percent.
we saw
Yeah.
him on was it J
When he first
Island?
met Luffy.
Yeah, on J Island, he was like that. Like he's like how Rocks is, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is crazy. Like I liked seeing obviously Kaido get his devil fruit, Kuma eat his devil fruit, sick, right? And
Yep.
then Dragon tried to save Shamrocks and Shanks, right?
Yeah. Well, he
And
did. He did.
well, he did, but this is kind of
Shanks.
crazy is the fact that like it kind of like we're probably gonna see this is probably why Shanks was even in what Fuchsia Village. Is that what it's called? Or the Great
Yeah.
Terminal? Like that's why he was
Yeah.
even there in the first place. Like he probably went there to meet Dragon and ended up meeting Luffy.
I
Because
don't know,
Dragon's the one
man.
that saved him, right?
Because Dragon keeps that low. Like nobody really should have known that like Luffy was his kid.
Yeah, no, that's true. But like,
Like at least back then, like I don't even know when the Marines found out, but like obviously like before
but
Luffy had
Shanks
his
isn't a
bounty
Marine. That's what I'm saying. Shanks isn't a Marine, and Roger probably knows. Like, so here's my theory, right? So basically, like in this chapter,
what do you mean Roger
we
probably
see.
Why would
you think
Roger know?
Dragon did
So here,
Dragon didn't
let me
already have
explain.
Luffy at that time?
No, I know. Let me explain, bro. See, so this is my thing, right? Obviously we saw in this chapter, Imu's a fucking monster, right? Like
Yeah.
we saw this fucking double panel of fucking Galaxy Impact, Divine Departure, fucking what is it, Abyss something, which is fucking Rox's move. Then we see Whitebeard hit him with an attack. We see Kaido hit him with an attack. We see
Yeah.
fucking Big Mom. Like this is like
Insane.
these attacks together are probably the strongest attacks in the verse that
Hmm.
we've seen till date,
Yeah, this is
right? The only
definitely
one
like
The only
You
one
know what?
that you could compare in second would probably be Kaido and Big Mom against Zoro. But you know,
I already knew it,
Okay,
man. I already
buddy.
fucking knew you were going over there, bro. Like, what? I literally about to say now you don't have to keep saying like Zoro took the strongest attack, like Zoro took the strongest attack of the
well, he
world.
still took the second strongest in the verse, bro. But anyways,
No,
bro, Emu ate that shit and just fucking kept going, which is insane, right? And so
But is that
my
that's
theory,
all
right?
right?
Go ahead.
You finish. We'll talk about that after.
Okay, so my theory is basically like I think like obviously we saw Emu Domi reverse Blackbeard, or what's his name? Not Blackbeard, Rocks,
Rocks.
right? And he has some sort of connection to the Davy clan, and we talk about Davy Jones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, which
yeah,
is crazy. Like the name drop was insane, right? Because people been
yeah.
speculating Davy Jones. Um, but like the thing is, I think that there's a scenario where Rocks is gonna try and kill like Dragon, and Garp is gonna ask for Roger's help to stop Rocks to save Dragon. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then it's kind of like, and I told you God this. It's kind of like Garp helped Roger save his son. Now Garp, you save my son, which is like why Garp was like, oh, Roger, like take care of Ace type shit.
Hmm.
You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah,
So it kind of like
that
layers it
makes
even
sense.
more.
That
You know
makes
what I
sense.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you think that that could just be like um Roger understanding that Garp is like a good guy at the end of the day? Like he's not just like
Yeah, no, that could
you
also be the
know?
thing too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That could probably also be it as well. But I'm saying it's like to add another layer to it. And I was like, and this kind of
Sure.
would be like how Roger would know where like Dragon's from, and then Roger would then would eventually tell Shanks, right? And Shanks, that's what I was saying. Like then he told Shanks, and Shanks went there to go look for Dragon, right?
I also feel like in God Valley, like the shit that they saw is shit that they didn't like. It's kind of like eye opening for the world, and like
Yeah,
kind of it
yeah,
it challenges their perspectives of it. So I think like through this, they're kind of like the only people to witness it and like be themselves, and then be like, hey, like we're normal people. Like we're actually like
yeah.
like how like they're boys,
It's
kind of. How they're kind of like
it's in,
Yeah. Like
but
they
it's
face
kind of
some shit
insane.
together.
Like it's insane. Like people who experience God Valley, like because that's obviously a traumatic thing and it'll change you, right? But it's
Yeah.
insane that Garp experienced God Valley and still chose to be a Marine, which is
I'm
fucked.
saying,
Yeah.
bro, I was thinking that the whole
That's what
time
makes
while
them
reading
like
this, bro. I was
trash,
like,
right?
what? Like
Like, how do
how?
you like? What are you doing? Yeah, like, why is this you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, you saw Emu was like indiscriminately killing Marines.
Other Marines, yeah.
Yeah, killing
Yeah.
Marines and killing pirates, right? So like, what if it's a thing where Garp's like, I want to protect the Marines from Emu? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I think it's the same way Kobe thinks, where they want to change the system from the inside. So I think like he's trying to help change the Marines from the inside. Like I think Garp's just like he was just in it like too late, where
Mm-hmm.
Kobe's
yeah,
like fresh blood enough, and Kobe's at a timing where like Luffy's gonna topple the system, and then he'll be able to like correct it.
yeah. I also think like you know how like I guess okay, Marines go after pirates, right? Like it's just like you know, A versus B type. Like they just enemies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think Emu is an enemy to everyone,
Yeah. Of course.
even the
Yeah.
Marines. Like
Yeah. Of course.
it's the Marines are not valuable to Emu and like
Yeah.
the you know what I mean?
Like
They're just pawns, right? Like they're just used. And I
I feel like
think maybe Garp realized that they're being used, but he's like, how can I like save them from being used? You know what I mean? Like how can
that might also
I
be why he's like training them to learn hockey, so they can like prevent that.
but that's the thing, is Emu also unleashes hockey
If
as
you can.
well.
Yeah, I know, but like it'd be
So
hard
sort of
to like. I mean, we see at the end of this chapter that like he's even able to take over rocks here.
which is insane. Like now it's like so this was a theory that I read online, right? And the theory is like, okay, first of all, if Emu's able to flip someone who has as much hockey, right? And we're assuming Rocks has a lot of hockey, Link's very strong. Someone as strong as Rocks, and he can pretty much flip anyone at
Mm-hmm.
any point, and there's
Yeah,
no like limitation, right? So the theory that I read online was that for Emu to be able to flip someone, they
yeah,
have to be in their homeland. in the country in which they were born.
Why?
Yeah, why?
So because like so for example, like in Elbaf, the Giants were in Elbaf and he was able to flip the
Yeah,
Giants,
yeah, yeah.
right? He wasn't flipping any of like the Straw Hat Pirates or anyone, right? God Valley
But
is
he took over Gungo.
but that's different. God Knights are different. They're all marked by Emu. So you can't consider them. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
Like
you're talking about like
they're
other
marked
people.
by they're marked by they're marked by Emu. So he can take over every God Knight wherever. That's different, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at Rocks, he's in God Valley, his hometown, like his home country, and he got flipped. So the theory then further goes to say a reason why Roger said I left everything in one piece was to get people to leave their countries to go look for the one piece so that Emu couldn't flip them. Like it was kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
great like
Okay.
what do you say exodus to like everyone in sort of a way without revealing the truth, kind of being like, oh yo, like go find this thing. And now that you left your country, your birthplace, wherever you're
You're
from,
safe.
Emu now can flip you.
Yeah.
I was thinking more along the lines of like this is like an older theory, but it's like back
Yeah.
when they talked about like the dawn of the world, and that
Yeah.
like the reason it's kind of like the reason why Rayleigh became a ship coder and like why they have people on the seas is so like as the sea levels keep rising, people are
Yeah.
gonna be like more acclimated to like living on the sea and won't just like die on their like homeland. So I thought
No,
like
100%.
I like that theory a little bit more. This one, it's kind of like why like what's the homeland
So
connection? Like how does that
so I
change
think
like
so
how he can take over
like
them?
now this is just my own thing, like, and there's no like what's it
He's
called? Like to
infected the
stand on. I'm
land.
just it's not yeah, it's not really connected. I'm just saying shit, right? But
Okay.
basically the way Emu and the rest of these God Knights regen, they don't regen like how everyone else regens in the verse. They regen differently. Like even when you look at like Logia users, right, and the way they regen, it's different. Like this to me looks as though, and I can't remember which anime it was from, and maybe you guys can remember, where it's like if you as long as you can keep the shape of your soul, you can keep regenning. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like it's like it kind of maybe it's Jujutsu Kaisen that he has like such a strong image of his soul that it can't be altered or
Yeah.
whatever. I guess
Wasn't
against
that like
Mahito.
yeah, Mahito, that's what I
Yeah,
was
some
gonna say.
shit like that.
So I think like again like this is going back to like what the original theory for devil fruits was it's a soul. There's a soul in the devil fruit, right? And people have souls, right? So I think like Emu's able to manipulate people's souls, and Emu's able to manipulate their own soul, and that's how they're able to regenerate, and that's how they do the Dom reverse is they manipulate the person's soul and change them, and that's how the Dom reverse works, right? And if we look at Blackbeard and Blackbeard does have two souls, he would have be a counter to Emu, because then Emu wouldn't be able to manipulate both the souls. It'd be like one at a time or whatever, right?
But you could say anyone with a devil fruit has two souls.
How?
Because you're saying devil fruits have souls as well.
Yeah, like the thing is, have we seen? So now let me ask you a question: have you seen him Dom reverse anyone who has Delphi powers?
No, we haven't. Not yet, I don't think.
We haven't. Everyone we've seen him Dom reverse has been just regular
Yeah.
people. No one has Delphi powers that we've seen him Dom reverse,
I mean, it's
other
fair.
than
It's
the
fair.
God Knights, but that's different.
It's fair to
Other
say
than the
at the
God Knights,
moment though that like he would have some sort of restriction, whether it's a land restriction, whatever,
Yeah.
or devil fruit restriction, because
yeah,
like
like
he didn't like
it's
if it was that easy, why didn't they just do it last arc against like Luffy or some shit? Just fucking take over
Yeah.
Luffy.
I
or
think
or why did he do it
it
in
can
the
also be like an
in,
intention thing. Like you know how there's like negative like thoughts or like
mhm.
whatever you're like I don't know how to like I guess explain it, but like I guess with rocks, like his intentions where like his emotions are spiked in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
because his emotions are spiked that like it's easier to do the Domi reverse on him. That's what I think at least. Because then
I
it's like
guess, but then it's
like
also like
I feel like it's got to be like it'd be kind of crazy to see this guy take over Luffy.
But couldn't you just like
what
trigger
And
that out of Luffy by like killing his crew?
yeah, you fully could
if he kills
kill
anyone,
Usopp.
but so
You
far
kill
like
us.
we've seen Luffy in Gear 5 and Gear 5 Luffy has not been serious like at all.
I agree, yeah. But I assume that
And
like
like
if you take out
and
one
if
of
Luffy
like
having
the
a devil
crew,
fruit just automatically makes it that he can't like Emu can't take over him, it's like okay like I guess we'll never have to think about like what if he gets taken over then
facts,
or
But
yeah.
like
it's not just him. Like there's other characters like Zoro,
or
Sanji. You know what I mean? Like Usopp,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Nami. You know what I mean? Like
like
Jinbei.
if
There's so many, so
if he
many other
takes over
characters.
like any of those characters he takes over, like Jinbe and Zoro are like the only ones that really matter.
Oh, not Sanji. Word.
Yeah, like the rest of
Yo,
them,
put some
like it doesn't
respect on my guy's name, bro.
like like in terms of like yo, can Luffy beat this guy? Like if Imu takes over any of their bodies, like Zoro and Jinbe are like the only ones that are
But
gonna
it's
give
not.
him a
It doesn't
problem.
come down to, oh, can he beat this guy? Is he willing to? That's the
Hmm.
issue. It's because Luffy doesn't like. Bro,
Yeah,
he was losing to Sanji on fucking Whole Cake.
he wasn't losing. He didn't even fight back.
He didn't fight
That's what I'm
back. Yeah,
saying. But it'd be the same sort of scenario where he just wouldn't fight back because he's like, oh, that's my boy.
that's my boy.
I
Yeah,
don't think
that's
it'd
But
be the same.
true.
I don't think it'd be the same scenario because this is somebody else taking over him.
I guess, but it's still like it's still them, right? You know what I mean?
Like,
Like, how
'cause
are
that was
you?
like the thing with Luffy and Sanji. Like, that was a message that like Luffy was sending to Sanji since Sanji wanted to like leave the crew and shit. Like, that's a whole different. Like, there's a whole different reason why Luffy was doing
No,
it.
I get that,
Yeah.
but the issue is like how are like you're saying he's gonna fight full force and just fucking kill them? No.
No, he wouldn't kill him. Like, man, nobody dies in One Piece, but he'd like restrain them, like knock them out.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just like saying like Sanji, Nami, Frankie, Usopp, like these guys are not strong enough to like make a dent, and it wouldn't make sense for Imu to take over them. Like Imu's been taking over people that like can actually push his agenda forward. Like he's took over Rocks, he took over the Giants.
But it just
Like
seems like he took over
Hmm.
rocks and he's like, yeah, I want to make
and
you
he took
kill
over
your own.
Saturn. Like he took over people that are actually gonna like make a difference. Like not just like
Well,
random like
Saturn, I think Saturn was so that he could gain a foothold in God Valley, and
Yeah.
then he took over
yeah,
rocks because he's like, you know what, fuck you, like I will make you kill your own family, and he literally
Yeah.
said that.
yeah.
Like, because you see rocks, because yo, the thing is, if he could Dom you reverse him, why didn't he do it in the throne room when rocks pulled up on him? Like that'd be the perfect
Facts.
time. Like, oh yeah, you just saw me, fuck you,
But
Dom
he
you reverse.
also
Which is fucking insane, by the way, that he just like pulled up into the
Yeah,
fucking
But
flower
he might have to
room.
do like we don't know what he's doing in the like in the Holy Land. Like he might have to set up a whole ritual to even get this shit going.
to Dom you, I don't know. It just looked like he literally just put his tentacles in him and he just fucking reversed him.
Yeah, but like in this one, like he had already accessed Saturn, so he might have already like had that shit ready to go, and then he goes and continues from
Yeah.
Saturn into like this guy, into Rocks.
Mhm.
So like maybe like we're not seeing that side of like what's happening back there. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's true. I think this is what's crazy is we're probably gonna see Rocks attempt to kill Teach and his mom. He's probably gonna kill his mom, and then the rest of them are gonna band together and basically kill Rocks. And then
yeah.
little kid Blackbeard's gonna see it. Like he's gonna see this fucking tragedy unfold in front of his eyes, and it's gonna be like some sort of trauma, and then it's gonna be his fucking reason to get his get back on Whitebeard.
I saw leaks for the next chapter. It
Yeah.
should be coming out like sometime this week. Like
Well, like probably
uh
tomorrow.
yeah. Apparently Kuma saves Blackbeard.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. I saw that people were saying that Kuma
Yeah.
saved Blackbeard on God Valley. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
like
this looks
I don't
like
know.
what I'm showing on screen. This looks like the ritual that they, I guess, like the circle that
Yeah.
they perform.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you think you're saying that there's even more of a setup?
Like before that even like starts going, yeah. Like cuz that's an extension of Gunko doing it. And like
Mm-hmm.
we
Mhm.
didn't see Imu do it when he did it on Rocks. Like it just fucking
But that's
happened.
because Emu was there. Like Emu came down
But
This is
himself.
isn't that
this is
Imu
also
in
Emu.
Rocks' body? Or not Rocks' body,
But I
in
think no,
Gunko's
no. But I
body?
think
Yeah, it is.
so.
Emu
No, no.
took
So
Emu took
what?
over
Yeah.
her body.
No, yeah. This is but the thing is the way we saw Emu take over Gunko's body versus the way we saw Emu take over Saturn's body, two different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Also, just
100%.
stop right here to stop at this panel.
Okay.
Yeah, it was two different things because I think Saturn, like the Gorosei, probably have a much closer connection to Emu than the Holy Knights, right? Like I feel like that's a fair assumption to make. And so when Emu takes over a select like one of the Gorosei, it's like a portion of Emu's true form can come out. Whereas I feel like here is just like a power boost with like a little bit extra. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like part of like whoever he takes over, I think as he takes over them, their body is kind of like a catalyst for him, and they need to be able to like handle his power. So like
I
I
guess.
think that's also why when it came to Saturn, we could actually see what like Emu in Saturn.
Yeah.
Whereas with rocks and with like the giants and with the Gunko, like we don't see Emu out of them. They just turned evil. Like they just look like they're themselves, but just evil. You know?
That's true. So the reason why I wanted to stop on this panel was because a lot of people online were talking about how the way is Broggy's arm kind of like bursts open
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is not normal. Like if you look at like she's shooting a gun,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
It
you can kind of
shouldn't.
see that it's like an explosion, but part of it kind of seems like his hands getting split off. Like,
Yeah, like the way it's breaking apart, and they were saying like this has to do with the soul. Like Imu can directly damage the soul, so she's
okay,
like directly cuts off, like breaks off his arm. Because like the way it's like came
yeah,
off is like weird, right? I don't know.
yeah.
Like up until this point, I think have we seen damage like that in One Piece? Not like that, right?
Like somebody to
And then
just
when he
shoot
gets
off your arm? No.
flipped, he comes back with his arm.
Oh yeah. Well, now he's regenning.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
it's not fully
glowing,
like it's
no?
there, but it's not there. Like you see, it's like there's
Yeah.
like a gap, right?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
gap,
Yeah.
right?
No, I feel like that makes
Which is
sense.
weird. Like I think it's like
It'd
it's
be similar
probably a
to the way
soul thing.
hockey like attacks you. At least what I would think.
How hockey
Yeah.
attacks you?
Yeah. Like you know how like hockey does damage to you regardless. Like I think hockey like also hits your soul.
Mm,
Well,
like
I
your
guess,
willpower.
yeah. I guess that kind
Yeah,
of
maybe.
would make sense.
But yeah, the fact that Imu can use hockey is kind of crazy too. Like that's kind of a game
It's
changer
too much.
because we were
You're
thinking
like,
at
fuck
least.
man.
Hmm?
Like what do we do with this guy? It's too much.
Exactly. I'm like, how the fuck do you beat this guy? And the fact that Imu took an attack of this level and stood means like, are we gonna see something like this in the near future? Like a double panel like this in the near future,
Yeah.
right? Like we're gonna see Kobe,
Like how
Luffy,
even?
like Blackbeard all pull up on Emu and try to like deck him. You know what I mean? Like who's gonna be the who's like I guess you could say Blackbeard is both Rocks and Whitebeard, right? And then Kobe's Garp, Luffy's Roger, right? And then you have like Kaido Big Mom left, right? Who are the two characters that are
But, like
gonna also jump
do,
in, you know?
do we
Zoro.
even have do we even no, don't even say Jotaro, man. Don't
E-
even bring this guy up. But do we even like with all these attacks, like do we I don't think anyone in like the new era has that potency that these guys have.
No, other than
Shanks.
Like, do you think these guys are climbing up to like these levels?
I think eventually, yeah, they have to, right? Like,
You're saying because like you're saying Blackbeard's like Rocks and Whitebeard. You think he's actually gonna be that strong to be on par with both of them?
but here's the thing, okay, so in the past, right? Like we've been seeing like flashbacks, and we've been seeing people use other devil fruits, right? So like for example, Captain John, he used the mag, like he's using Kid's devil fruit in this chapter, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was this chapter or the previous chapter. And then we see one of the other guys, I forgot his name. He's using the Mr. Five, his fucking boogers that explode. He's using
Yeah.
that same type shit, right? But the power of the Devil Fruit is like way beyond what we saw with Mr. Five. And then Captain John's Devil Fruit is ass compared to how Kid uses it, right?
Okay.
But the
You're saying
darkness
like
fruit is just different. The darkness fruit is different, and we don't know how the darkness fruit can interact with Emu. Like maybe
yeah,
it's
that's
in a
true.
direct counter. And again, like we don't know what the
Could
abyss
be
is.
true. Yeah.
Does the darkness fruit tap into the abyss? Like how does this work, right?
I mean,
yeah, like the
I was
darkness
also
fruit could be the one counter to Emu. Like that's true.
so yeah.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my question though. Is like with the way that we've been kind of wondering, and I guess for the it's been clear more now, but we were kind of wondering kind of what is like Blackbeard's sort of place in the story if like we're
Mm,
moving towards
Mm.
fighting Emu.
mhm.
And so you guys are thinking that he's gonna be like a replacement in terms of like a mirror to what kind of happened on God Valley.
I don't think
I think
so.
we're
I
gonna
don't.
see. So I think we're gonna see like an instance, like basically a mirror of God Valley. Like we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see something happen like that in the near future. But I don't think that's gonna be the final arc. Like I think that's gonna happen, and then at the end, it's gonna be like maybe a final showdown between Blackbeard and
Well, I
Luffy.
think Blackbeard wants to be king of the world, and because he wants to be king of the world, Emu's kind of like the like he's gonna find out pretty quick that like it's not about being Pirate King. Like I think his goal was like the only reason his goal is for Pirate King is because he thinks that's like what's gonna get him to the top of the world.
Yeah, like it's a stepping
Once he
stone.
once he learns of Emu's existence, that's gonna be his like
Mhm.
new goal,
Mm-hmm.
and
But
he's gonna
Luffy's
it's just gonna happen to be that like he's also gonna go against Imu because he wants to like reach his goals, and it's not like he wants to team up with Luffy or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
anyone
yeah,
else.
yeah. And I agree. But I also think Luffy's goal isn't Pirate King either, right? He's also Pirate King is a stepping stone
Yeah,
to Luffy's goal as well, which we don't know what
yeah,
it is, right?
yeah.
So like I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm curious to see this next chapter. Like how does this affect Garp moving forward? Like it should have a massive shift in his character, right? Because the Garp we see
Luffy's
now
goal.
is a Luffy. Like the Garp
He
we're seeing now
loses
is literally
weapons.
Luffy. He's on siding everything, right?
Luffy's goal is probably freedom for everyone.
That's probably true.
It's
Some shit.
probably
I don't
not
know.
something like that.
It probably like
It's
falls in line with something like that indirectly though.
yeah, I agree. It probably falls in line with something like that, but there's no way that that dream, which is the same dream that Roger had, would make people be like shocked. You know what I mean?
But it's
Because
like,
Ace
Mm.
heard
cause
the
it's so like,
dream,
and I would
Whitebeard
say
heard the
'cause
dream.
it's so crazy to think like you can free everyone. That's why.
But is it really
Like it's
that
Yeah,
so
crazy
like
coming from Luffy?
yeah.
Like I feel like he
but
would
like
say
think
some
about
like
it
naive
back in
shit like
think about
that.
back when he wasn't shit though. Like when he's a kid saying that, or like, cause like he grew up and he saw how like Sabo and like how like Ace were and like whatever. Like he saw what happened in Great Terminal and he's like, yo, like what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
so then like I could definitely see that being his dream, and then like Shanks laughing at it because he's like, this is like a kid's dreaming this. Like he thinks he can change the world,
Mhm.
you know. And then like by the time like when like it's not really until he becomes a Yonko that like people actually take Luffy seriously, if that.
I guess. Yeah. But even then, like it's like Ace telling Yamato about Luffy's dream too, and Yamato was like, "Yo, this is crazy." You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's something that simple. Maybe it
But
is, right? Like maybe it
I
is,
am
and I'm just reading too
simplifying
much
it, but
into
I
it.
think it's like 'cause everyone in the One Piece world is they're like it's hard for them to even free themselves. Like when you think about
Yeah,
not when you think about back to like when Nami and Arlong Park happened, she did not think that Luffy could free her from Arlong at all. And
that's
that was
true.
just one
That's true.
island. And they were
That's
also
true.
like trapped in like that money scheme. And
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
fuck. And then Luffy came and then freed them. So he's been like opening their eyes one by one, right? I think
Mm,
like I definitely do think like it's like such a like it's like a laughable dream because of how crazy it is, but it's like he's gonna be the one to do it because he's like dreaming that big, you know?
I
mm.
just I don't know if that sounds laughable though.
Like in their like just because they think it's like childish to think that. Like they're like the way Nami was like yo she just assumed that not like Luffy guys can't help her. Like they're not strong enough to help her. So she just ran away with the ship and then like decided to like work under Arlong and just dip the crew.
But
Right?
I mean like for somebody like Ace for example, like to hear that coming from Luffy, you just kind of go, oh yeah, it makes sense. That's fucking Luffy. He'd say some shit like that.
Yeah, like as someone
Mm.
who's your brother who's like grown up with you, you're obviously gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's in line
Yeah,
with your character." Not like, "Oh, what the fuck," you know?
yeah.
So then what do you like from Ace's perspective, like what do you think that would be then?
It's probably some shit like I want to turn the world upside down, like some crazy shit. Like you know what I mean? It has to be something like, or he's like, I don't know, I want everyone everywhere to be laughing and smiling all the time. I don't know, fuck, I don't fucking know. Like I'm not Oda, right? So
I think it ties into like Luffy's like backstory and how he grew up. Because if he was able to tell Ace that like back then,
early
it
on,
has to
yeah.
be something that he witnessed like firsthand. And then he's like, "Okay, like this is not what I want." So it's like that's why I'm saying it's like freedom for everyone, but it could also be
Mm, so let
that's
me
like
ask
it's
you a
like that's a
question.
very generic way of like saying it though.
Let me ask you a
Like
question. So Luffy met Ace after he ate the gum gum fruit.
yeah,
So do we think it's Luffy's dream or it's Nika's dream?
yeah. I don't know about that, man.
Oh
I hope it's Luffy's dream.
shit, man.
I don't
Drop
like
the
seeing
mic, bro.
I don't like seeing the Nika influence like more and more.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I hope it's Luffy's dream and not Nika's, because then that'd be whack. But
But I would say that Shanks probably also heard the dream, and that was before he had the Devil Fruit.
Oh my god.
maybe, but we don't know that. We don't know that.
Yeah,
Was
because
it
he
one of
was.
you
That's why he
guys?
took a chance on Luffy afterwards.
Yo, was it one of you guys that
Oh,
sent me a
well,
fucking TikTok about like how One Piece is like mirroring like Naruto?
I've seen some of that stuff
I've been
before.
seeing
Like
those so much.
Okay, maybe it just came across my
I didn't
TikTok,
send that to you,
but
but I've been seeing like I've already been
Maybe I
noticing
sent it
like
to you.
things
Maybe
like
I
that
sent it to
with
you.
maybe.
like Is it because of the final Great War and stuff with like
Yeah,
Kaguya and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and like the whole reincarnation
I
shit
don't
with
want
him
yeah.
any
and
of that
Rasha.
happening. I don't want any of that happening, but like I would still say that the way One Piece is doing it is coming off better than the way Naruto did it.
Hey man, when you see something fail, it's easy to like correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Hindsight's 2020.
crazy. Bro, we know he's had the ending fucking written for how long, right? He's just getting there. So
Hindsight's
No,
2020 is
I
all I'm
just hope
saying, bro.
as long as One Piece doesn't start introducing aliens and going to like space,
they're gonna go to space.
They already went to
it'll still
space,
be
They're gonna
no?
go to
good.
space. They're going they've
No,
already
but
been to space.
I mean like actually like being like yo like let's go to space or like that's just like Anel going to space and like having his own like side adventure
You think he's
on the
coming
moon.
back? I think he's coming back.
I hope he comes back, but I don't think so. I feel like it doesn't make sense unless he gets like a
No, because
crazy power
his
boost.
well, like look at
Like,
his character, his whole god complex, and like how he acted, bro. He's like the perfect celestial dragon and the
but it,
fucking
like,
perfect
but you could say the
holy
moon
knight.
fulfilled his arc because that's like how do you get to a higher point in the world, and also like that's all the Earth he needs, I guess, like the Earth, whatever
Yeah,
he
I get,
wants,
but
and he has like
I
all these
feel like
minions to just follow him.
yeah.
Like yeah, like he has his own utopia set up. Like you don't need him to come back.
Mm.
Um, yeah, no, I'm excited for the next chapter though.
What do you guys think? But what do you guys
Seeing
think?
what
Like
happens with the rocks, like him having to fight all four of them.
everyone, which is insane. The other thing I want to talk about though is Rox calls Emu the Rat King.
The Rat King.
The Rat King. Like scroll up. It's in this chapter, I'm pretty sure. He's like, "Oh, it's the Rat King" or some shit like that. Because he's like, "Oh, are you Davy Jones?" And he's like, "No, but I know about the promise he made."
Oh,
Right? He says it somewhere here.
I never even met him. Where are we looking here?
yeah, I don't see it.
Somewhere. I swear. Does he say Rat King? I swear he says it. No.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Maybe it's the previous chapter. Keep going. No, no, keep well.
Oh, well, I mean, good luck.
um,
Maybe at the bottom, right? Be at the end.
I would think he's calling him the Rat King though, just because the way he's like hiding in the shadows and like rats are just like you know squirming their way through things and surviving.
Wait,
Like
go
I think
up.
that's what he's gonna do. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Oh, what the fuck? Where was I saying that? Okay, I guess not. Maybe it was fake. I swear I saw him say, "Yo, the Rat King."
Maybe you didn't peep officials. Might have been different.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I don't see that. It's all
Yeah, I
good.
don't remember that either. So
Mm.
it'd have to be like this chapter if it was there. Like we didn't go all the way through, but I would assume this one.
Hold on. Oh, the king of right here.
They're here,
The
yeah.
build rats. The fuck are build rats?
I don't know, but it's like because he mentions the promise, right? So obviously he's calling him a rat, like snake wise, is what I guess most people read that in as context.
Yeah.
But some people were saying like, do you guys know what a rat king is in like real world like shit?
Never met one.
Okay, okay. A build rat, yo, it can it can be a derogatory term for a lowly crew member or scoundrel, and like so kind of like in the game Sea of Thieves,
So
or it could
basically,
be a
so you know how people are speculating that Emu was a crewmate of Davy Jones,
Hmm.
or Emu
yeah,
was a crewmate. Sorry, Emu was a crewmate of Joy Boy,
Playboy.
and Davy Jones was also a crewmate, and Davy Jones witnessed Emu's betrayal of Joy Boy,
Okay.
and so that's why the Davy clan hates Emu. Like sort of type. I've seen this theory kind of floating around, but basically, like a rat king is when a bunch of rats in real life will tie their tails together. And it's like it's just like a fucking like I don't know how it happens, but it fucking happens and people say it's like a symbol or like a meaning of like that like fucking the devil's coming or whatever. Like as an emu was the devil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't know if he meant it like that, like oh you're the devil type shit, or if he was trying to say like oh yo like I know you're a snake.
well, I'm just searching it up, and it's saying like the literal term before used to be for a rat living in the ship's bilge, which is the lowest part of the hull, but now it's primarily used as an insult for a scoundrel-like person,
Okay, yeah.
which
So
makes sense. So
scoundrel.
he's just dissing them, like,
Yeah,
and it makes sense because it goes with the times. Like it's they're pirates, they're gonna say shit like this.
yeah.
Yeah, like rats were considered the lowest creatures. The term became an insult for a lowly person. Yeah,
So
the
yo,
lowly, yeah, the lowest
why
and
do we think
dirtiest
that
part of the
emo took
ship.
over King Harold?
Oh, why'd he flip him?
Because
Yeah.
before we
I
got
think
into
it
this,
was
we saw that, right?
Wait, and he
yeah,
also
and I
he
I
flipped King
think
when he flipped King Harold. Were they on Elbaf?
Yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
because
yeah,
that was in his throne room, right?
his throne room. So, I think the reason he flipped him was he was trying to get his hands on the gum gum fruit.
Okay.
Mm,
So you think Harold had it first?
I think that was the fruit that they were protecting
that
was
they
the
were
gum gum fruit.
protecting.
Mm.
Yeah, and then they flipped Harold, stole the gum gum fruit, and then Shanks stole it from them because Shanks was there on
Oh,
Albath. Because
this guy,
timeline
this guy,
wise, it shows that he was there with Scopper.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, he was
this
there.
gum gum fruit is getting a little bit too crazy, man. like,
What's wrong
like
with
it's
that?
just like because the more they hype it up, the more it's like, why do they let Luffy just like roam?
I've been asking that question.
Like, and it like it kind of just gets worse and worse. Like the more they like pump it up, which is why I'm like. It's different if it's like a low key thing that like Shanks thought he should have, where because Shanks and Rogers know, or like only a select few people know like the true extent of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like the more you're like hyping it up, and the more people know about it, and if people actually know that like Joy Boy reveals himself, or like Nika reveals itself in the Gum Gum fruit, then it's just like, bro, like why wouldn't everyone be going for this?
But I don't think anybody knew that. Like at this point, nobody knows. Like because the gum gum fruit's not even part of the world at this point, right? Nobody here
No,
knows
it's
about the
not.
gum gum fruit.
Yeah,
Like none of like Rogers, Rocks,
yeah.
Whitebeard, right? I think it was only after he flipped, like after Roger's death, after like
But
whenever Harold
you're saying
died,
Harold
which
was
was only like
protecting the
10
Gum
years.
Gum fruit, and I feel like
Sorry?
if Harold's protecting the Gum Gum fruit, that means like there's something there. Like people have been knowing about this.
I guess like
Right. But then there's
the
also
Giants would know, like on Elbath, like with all the history that they
yeah,
have.
yeah. And so there's
Maybe.
not really any giants who are part of the Navy, which we know that.
But then you know how
Right.
like in the
God.
current day they're finally going over. They're like emu guys are finally like let's take over Elbaf and like burn their shit down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're telling me it took them 20 years to be like, yo,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
we
always
should
where
get rid of
that
these guys.
question is. Why
Why?
is it
You know
taking so
why I think it
long for
is?
him
Is
to like
because
initiate all these
well,
plans?
like, but also, what's his name? Loki. Loki's been proclaiming that he's the sun god, has he
Yeah,
not? So like,
The assumption is he
could they
already
have
ate it.
right? So
they
he ate whatever devil fruit. Yeah. So they probably thought that Loki ate the devil fruit, right? And they framed they framed Loki for killing his own father to have him trapped on Albath. That way, because if they killed him, the devil fruit would just show up again, right? If he's trapped, right? Similar to how like with Bo Hancock's devil fruit, if you freeze someone with their devil fruit, that devil fruit is now gone forever. So if you tie a giant to a fucking tree and they live for fucking X hundred amount of years, that's kind of the best way to get rid of a devil fruit, right?
yeah, but I mean emu guys were trying to get him to join them too though. Like when
But
They
Gunko
were.
and Shamrock pulled up, they were trying
yeah,
to
Yeah,
get
and I think that's why
but
is they probably up until Luffy's awakening into Sun God, they probably thought he had the Sun God devil fruit, right? And then when Luffy awakened, they're like, "Oh fuck, he
this all
doesn't." Like
happened
Luffy,
after
okay.
he awakened though.
But like, what would they say about like the gum gum fruit? Because they were the ones that originally took it, right? And then Shanks took it
yeah,
from them. So then why were
yeah,
they
yeah,
taking the gum gum fruit?
like
Unless they
from
didn't
them.
know that like it was. Yeah, let's just say.
Yeah. Why did the Marines even have the Gum Gum fruit like in that special cargo with
Yeah.
Shanks having to pull up and like take it from Who's Who? And
Like that's what I'm saying is I
that's
think the
what brought
Gum Gum
Who's Who
fruit
into
was
jail and everything.
I genuinely think the Gum Gum fruit was on Albath, right? they flipped Harold so that they could get the Gum Gum fruit, right? And then I think there was miscommunication, right? Like the whole like because Loki ate a devil fruit, right? I'm assuming Loki ate a devil fruit. He didn't have a devil fruit, then all of this is wrong, right? But I'm assuming Loki ate a devil fruit, and whatever devil fruit he ate, it probably looks similar to the Gum Gum fruit.
Okay.
So then I'm assuming that they were like, hey, we don't know which fucking devil fruit it is, and then we'll just transfer this on, and then Shanks jacked it, and then
I feel like timeline wise,
up
it
until like,
doesn't.
sorry,
I feel like timeline wise, it would happen like Shanks is a baby when this is happening. So this is
when what's
like
happening? When no,
like
no,
when
I'm talking about
No. When Harold gets flipped,
when Harold
Shanks
gets
is old.
flipped. Shanks
Like
is an
he's
adult.
he's an adult.
He's grown, bro. He still has his
wait,
arm.
was
He has the
he?
mark on his arm
Him and Scott Gavin were in a
in like a
like
bathhouse or
a
whatever.
bathhouse thing, like a
Oh, okay, yeah,
on
yeah.
Elbath.
Okay,
He has the mark on his arm, and everyone's sending the scans of the mark of his arm because it's a fucking
okay, okay,
Holy
okay,
Night
okay.
mark. Emu theory. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were talking about when like Harold and Rox were fighting, or like when Emo was trying to
No,
get Rox to fight
no,
Harold. I thought that's
no,
what you were talking
no,
about.
no.
No.
No, I'm talking about like this is why like now they're in Elbaf and they're like, hey, we can just fucking kill a shit because it's been like confirmed
Mm.
that he doesn't have the Del fruit.
Who's after this, right? Who's after this too?
Bro,
No.
Loki's design is so sick, man. Fuck.
Right here.
Yeah, when they're in the bathhouse. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the mark on his arm.
Yeah. So then, show me the. Go down. Are they just talking about it
No, this is happening at the same time as Harold's being flipped.
on this day? Oh, okay. It says on this day.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all happening the same time, right? So that's
Oh.
my take on it is that I think that's probably what happened, and that confusion is probably what changed everything, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Then I see what you're saying.
Like that's
Because
the only way. Like obviously, I agree with you guys that if the gum gum fruit was such an issue, they should have fucking been on it right away,
well,
right?
we
Like
know
at
that the
least
Marines had
considering,
it.
sorry.
We know that the Marines had it. Like they were transporting it, and
Yeah,
Shanks
yeah, yeah.
stole it
And
from them. So
but what
like,
I'm
where were they
saying,
transporting it? You're saying they're transporting it from Elbaf?
Elbath.
yeah, from Elbaf.
I feel like Marines weren't allowed on Elbaf. Like Elbaf was like its own thing. Like nobody stepped foot on Elbaf like that.
I'm
Right, but
guessing
then
it's
they
after
fucking
they
flipped
killed
King.
Harold.
Yeah, this is after they killed Harold because Harold was the one that was like, no, you guys can't come here.
Mm,
Also,
So
is this the arm that
like
Shanks
otherwise,
lost?
I think
yeah,
so.
that's the arm that Shanks lost.
Yeah, because it cuts off
Theories of
the.
him getting the logo off so that he can't be
Yeah,
fucking taken
yeah,
over or summoned or some shit.
yeah, yeah.
It can't be Dami reversed.
Can you
Exactly,
zoom in
bro.
on that? Actually, I just want to see what that symbol kind of looks like.
It looks like a
Oh,
cross.
shit.
Like it's like a fucking.
Oh,
It's like a bullseye.
yeah, it's like a bullseye with
What's a
maybe
bullseye?
like
Okay.
bones.
Like,
No,
but
because
it looks like the world government logo, right? Like that's what, what's it called? What was that place called? Annie's Lobby looked like,
yeah,
and that's the symbol on their flag. No,
not exactly, but like I
it's
see what you're
similar.
saying.
It looks similar to me.
It does look similar, but I think that circle's a little too big. Like it looks
But
more like
the
crosshairs
thing is,
or
like
anything else.
my theory, like what I'm saying, is only like is the only way it makes sense because otherwise, once Luffy did all that uproar in fucking Annie's Lobby, the Gorosei should have been on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
they should have been on his ass right away.
like if they knew that he had the gum gum fruit, like even if they didn't think it was the Nika fruit, they should have been on his ass.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they
But it
knew
would
he
be
had Gum Gum fruit,
it'd
for
be
sure.
after Annie's Lobby. Because up until Annie's Lobby, he didn't do
Yeah,
anything significant enough for them to
that's
take
true.
notice.
That's true.
But yeah, I
Um,
guess. But my only thought is if they already knew that the gum gum fruit was an issue, then you just go for it while Luffy's even like more insignificant, less
But
news
the thing is,
about it, etc.
you
You
don't
just kind
know.
of take it
But
out
here's the
quietly.
thing: you don't know. Like Shanks took the Gum Gum fruit. You think Shanks has the Gum Gum fruit, right? At no point is it public knowledge that he gave it to Luffy and Luffy ate it. You just see an
that's true.
upstart pirate
That's
with a
true.
devil fruit who's fucking causing havoc in the East Blue.
Until Annie's Lobby, they were just like, "Oh, there's a new rookie." Like they didn't really know what
Exactly.
powers he had. Like they didn't know enough about him, and they were just like, "We
Because
just gotta."
they're calling him Straw Hat Luffy, not Rubber Boy Luffy.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
fair.
they're all
Yeah.
like, and they're all concerned about a straw hat because they're like, oh, there's a connection to Roger. So it's like misleading because you're not thinking, oh, Roger. You're not thinking fucking Joy Boy, right? Like
Mm.
it's a different sort of connection that you're thinking of.
There's also the connection to Shanks. Like,
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like it's the Shanks
Mm.
Roger connection. You're not thinking Gum Gum Joy Boy connection, right?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So.
Hmm. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we all know the pacing for One Piece kind of fucked. And
Yeah.
you could say that like because when they went on their time skip, the world thought that like Luffy was dead.
Exactly. So like it was what 6 months was the start of his fucking whole journey. So it's just like, you know,
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
quick, like
fair. Yeah.
the actual time frame of
yeah.
everything.
You guys have anything else to talk about for One Piece though?
No, I don't think so. Like we'll see how next chapter goes. Like God Valley is shaping up a lot better than when I first liked it. I just
Yeah,
didn't like the whole Shakuyaka thing or whatever.
I
Like
guess.
I just didn't
Like
like
it all
that.
happened
It was
Oh,
like
over
with
just
the
again.
one like
rise.
Kind of.
off-putting thing. It's not like she was like the whole reason that like God Valley is even like happening.
Well, for Rocks,
She,
it's a little bit
like, she
different. Like it's his kids,
yeah,
right? Like his
Rocks like
wife
they
and
added a
kid.
little bit more with like his kid and like his wife and shit. But like just like having everyone come to God Valley and like having them steal her and like all that, like it was all based on her. And I was like, bro, like they could have done this in so many other ways.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, why did? But the thing is, think about it. Even Garling wanted her. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even the
Yeah.
fucking
Why
Yeah,
did he
God Knights
want
wanted
her?
her.
which is
But it's
Yeah.
weird
speaking
though.
on like,
I feel like that's
but
so
it's
weird.
but it's speaking on just like fucking the like her beauty, I guess, and how everybody in the world wanted
Yeah.
her.
I guess. Yeah.
But that also
Yeah,
means that like Holy Knights are keeping tabs on pirates.
I
Kind
Like
of
they
makes
know
guess.
what's
sense
happening
though,
in the
to an
pirate
extent.
world. Because you know how like a while back we were kind of like, yo, why haven't the Holy Knights mobilized? Like why are they not doing anything? And like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like maybe like or part of it was like copium of like maybe something has to reach like actually be like detrimental to them for them to actually mobilize. But now it's like
Mhm.
these guys were fucking just like like if pirates were there, they were like yeah, and like they care enough to keep track of them, and then they're like, yo, let's go steal her. So it's like
Yeah,
they do clearly like have their own motives to do shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Of
true.
So,
course.
yeah. So I was like we like having them not show up in the story at all is kind of weird. Like in the current story.
Yeah. It makes sense. That's
Um,
that's what I said when they first showed up.
yeah, like
Well,
where do these
before
guys come from?
yeah, like where have
Yeah.
they been? Like what have they been
Yeah.
doing? Like it's just like before it was like yo, we gotta see just like we gotta wait to see like where Oda goes with it because they had just introduced them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now it's like now we got God Valley flashback and we're seeing that they have other
They've been
interests
around.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
so it's like what the hell? Yeah.
Gunko's here too, right? Like we saw Gunko in the throne room, but we didn't see her at God Valley.
The
So
one thing
I'm still wondering what Gunko's connection to Brook is.
I that's the one thing I'm really hoping they cook on. Like I really want to see how that goes.
She just
Mhm.
likes music, bro.
There's that popular theory where it's just like it was before Brooke was a pirate, he was like a convoy for her and just like back when she was a kid or something and like he used to sing for her and shit. And like
You
I
know what?
want that to be a thing.
Mm, like on some like I mean, when you said that, I thought of like Usopp with his girl type shit. Like when Brooke was like at his village before he became a pirate, he had this girl that he
Yeah.
would like sing for, and then
Yeah,
she
yeah.
now. But like,
Yeah.
why this girl? Like, why is this girl
Like he was
like
he was
a,
he was
a
probably
holy
like
knight
like she was probably a
or a
royal
god knight?
family. Like she's part of the royal family from whatever kingdom she's from.
And then
And
she just
then
got offered as a
he
holy
was
knight.
just like a bodyguard, like royal guard for her. Like kind of like you know how like Kuro was for like
Yeah,
I know Kuro was a pirate, but like you know how he was just like a butler and shit, and then
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Because we don't
so
really see
and
like
they end up spending so much time together. It's kind of like that. Like Brooke just spent so much time with her.
'cause even the clothing he was wearing, like his typical like when we find Brooke, he's wearing like old timey like proper clothing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
like a suit. Like he's wearing a suit. He
like a
has like the
suit with
little
like the little like yeah,
thing, the
yeah,
handkerchief
yeah,
thing. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. And so
like
like and then also like I don't know, a violin is also like a skill, like his piano and violin skills are skills that like people
higher
don't have.
class people.
That's higher
Like
class people would have that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
I kind of
for
get what you're saying. Like it
They don't
makes sense.
expect like a pirate to have that. So
Because when you see like the rest of the pirate group that he's with, like they're just like they're honestly just a pirate group. Like they're none of them are
it's a
wearing the same shit he's wearing.
ragtag team of just guys having a
Yeah,
great old time, just yo-hoing it up.
facts.
Um, you guys want to talk about the Chainsaw Man movie?
I didn't watch it yet, bro.
But you guys read the manga, so we can talk about it.
Fine. Hey, let's talk about it. Like, I'm gonna
So
watch it tomorrow, so we'll see.
Yeah,
basically,
same.
and I was telling Justin this before, was that when I read when I read it as like reading Chainsaw Man, when I
Mm.
read the whole Rize arc, I honestly did not give a fuck about Rize. And
Okay,
I was like watching, like I was reading it, and I was like, dude, fuck this bitch, Team Makima all day,
wait, hold
right?
on, hold on. Before you continue, did you watch it in English dub or English sub?
I watched it in Japanese, bro.
Nice.
Okay.
How dare you
Anyways,
ask that
so
question? What the fuck?
and so I'm watching this, right? And as I'm watching it, I'm literally like, I'm in the theater, and there's these kids sitting next to me, and this guy's like, bro, fuck this bitch, bro. It's Team Makima all day, right? And I'm like, yo, this is hilarious, because that's how I was reading it when I was reading it, right? But now, like, as like someone who's read Chainsaw Man in its entirety, bro,
Yeah.
this arc hits way different. Like when you
Mm.
know what's
You feel
happening,
bad for her, dude.
bro, this shit is like, first of all, the soundtrack is fucking unreal. Literally, bro. Like it's called, bro, the soundtrack is called In the Pool. That soundtrack is so fire. Like you literally
Yeah.
like is the animation was insane, right? Like that's just a given. The animation was crazy. But like as you're watching the film, you're watching Denji, who's basically Chainsaw Man. Animation was fire. The music was phenomenal, right? And you basically see Denji, who's never been able to experience a normal experience as a kid, like a 16-year-old kid should, experience like these normal things with Rize, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's going to the calf, he's meeting her. She's like, oh, like teasing him, like, oh, you don't know math and shit, right? Then he meets her at the school, and at the school, they're literally, it's like the soundtrack's playing, and it's just both of them, and they're just playing in the water, and it's basically it's something so simple that everyone has experienced at some point in their life, but he never did. He's never
Yeah.
experienced this, and it's like finally he gets to have that playful side. He gets to have this fun, and he's like connecting
Yeah.
with this person, right? And so you're watching this and you're like, bro, this is amazing, right? Like this is fantastic, right? And then fucking Rize is like trying to convince him, like, yo, leave, leave your job, come run
Yeah.
away with me or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? And it's interesting because like I'm watching the movie and there's some serial killer that has like the Typhoon Devil as his contract.
Mhm.
And he's like, oh, I'm gonna kill Chainsaw Man, I'm gonna take his heart. And he's literally like he's like this evil ass dude that like skins people alive and then shows their body to their loved one. Like he just like a fucked ass serial killer, right? You're like, bro, fuck this guy, right? He pulls up and he's like, yo, I'm gonna kill Rize, right? Like he's just like
Yeah.
chasing after her and she's running away and she's screaming. And like, bro, these kids next to me are like, yo, run away. Like, why aren't you screaming, bro? Get for help. Yo, you fucking got to the room, bro. You're so stupid. Da, da. And I'm like, bro, just wait. Just wait. She turns around and fucking kills his ass.
He's not even watching the movie anymore. He's like
He's
trying to see the
watching the
commentary.
yeah.
I'm like watching these kids, bro. I'm like, bro, just wait. You're gonna see. And she fucking kills his ass, right? And what's crazy is this guy who's portrayed as a serial killer. You don't like this guy, but Rize's character has killed way more people than him. But you like Rize more because of how she's
Yeah.
portrayed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
And it's
it's because
crazy.
of how
Like,
like
bro,
she was also manipulating Denji, right?
it's that's the thing is while you're watching the film, you're like, oh, she's like, oh yeah, I never liked you. I was just manipulating you, this and that, right? And yo, the way she pulls up in her fucking chainsaw, like in her bomb
Armor.
devil form, bro,
Mhm.
she literally just be Roy Mustang ing everything.
Sick. Sick.
She literally pulls up and just fucking snap, just fucking
That's
blowing
sick.
everything up. Like
Fire.
it was if you took Bakugo and Roy Mustang and made one character.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Like
sick.
that's how she's fucking pulling up and just fucking murking people out, which is fantastic. But what I want to talk about is that throughout the entire film, she's like, "Oh yeah, like I never, like I was just manipulating you. I never really liked you. I did this and that, right?" And at the end of the film, like basically throughout the film, they talk about this, and in the manga they talk about it too, but I just never like caught on to it. Is that Rize is Russian,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like
Okay.
she was Russian, And in Russia, they took a bunch of kids and they like experimented on them, and their only purpose in life was to form contracts with devils. So
Oh, okay.
she never experienced a normal life herself. So
Mm,
she's
okay.
the exact same as Denji. And so in those moments when they were
It's
spending
almost like
time
Black
together,
Widow, bro.
in those moments when they were spending time together, she was also getting to experience how it is to be a kid, like how it is to be
Mm-hmm.
16-year old, right?
Then like,
And so like
even though she
she
was like
like
manipulating him, does she end up like kind of being like, fuck, like I actually wanted that life?
well, cause think about it, like she literally, and she doesn't say it straight up, right? She never straight up says
Yeah, like
that,
can you tell from
but
like the app, like just like her body language and stuff?
basically like they talk about, oh, like the city mouse versus the country mouse, right, is a thing they
Mm,
talk about throughout the film, where city mouse gets better food but lives life on the edge and is more likely to die, and a country mouse can fucking like chill but eat the same shit.
mhm,
And like at the end of the film, like they fight each other, and he like, they're at the beach, right, and he saves her,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, yo, I'll be waiting for you at the cafe. And then
mm.
she's like, yo, I'm not gonna come to the cafe or whatever. And then it shows Denji waiting in the cafe, and she's walking towards the
She
cafe,
was
meaning that,
walking
yo,
towards
she
the
wanted
cafe.
that
Yeah.
life. She
Yeah.
wanted
Mm,
that life with him. Because she's even walking towards the cafe thinking, like, yo, why did I spend so much time with him before I decided to kill him? Right?
yeah.
And then she gets to like almost the front of the cafe, and fucking Makima pulls up
Mm,
and fucking kills
mm,
her. And you're like, bro, this is fucking
yeah.
tragic as fuck, bro. Like, and
Yep.
the soundtrack in the pool is playing, and I'm just like, bro, like in the
Bro.
manga, I didn't give a fuck. In the
Just like,
movie,
ah,
Nah,
I was like,
what?
oh,
In the
I'm like, yo,
manga,
this
you
is
didn't care,
no. In the
bro.
because I was
Because
Team
I
in the
Makima. I was like, yo, fuck this bitch. She's manipulating him. Team Makima, right? Now I'm like, fuck this other bitch, like
no, but yo, because I remember reading that myself, and I was just like, because this is like after this arc is when like the turning point happens, and
yeah,
like
yeah,
a bunch of stuff happens, whatever. But like this was
100%.
like that initial kind of like shock value of that, because like you had season one stuff happening, and you're like, okay, like it is kind of screwed up world, whatever. But like you're still hoping for Denji to like live a normal life, and this is like his chance at that. And then
Yeah.
even like when you're reading it, you see that get stripped away from him, and you're just like, damn, like
It
that,
just
like Reze was like the one for him, you know?
I also read it pretty fast. Like I was kind of like running through
Yeah,
it, and like when you're in a movie, you have no choice but to sit and like watch and like
yeah.
sit with it, right? And
yeah,
the thing is, in the movie, like prior to the whole Rize thing happening, Makima goes on a date with Denji, right? Like she goes on a
Mm-hmm.
date
okay,
with him
yeah,
with the movies and shit. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah. Like I remember reading it
yeah,
and I was like, yeah, man, what the fuck?
yeah,
Makima likes him, bro. They're watching movies and shit together. Like, yo, fuck this other bitch, bro. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
then
yeah. Yeah.
like you guys
But
know
Josh is
what's
actually those kids, that's crazy.
yeah.
You talk to them after and then be like, yo, this what happens in the manga. Let me spoil it for you.
Ah, yo.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna just spoil this shit for these kids.
No, that's
It was
awesome.
honestly it was a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Like you guys, I think
10
for
out of
sure will
10.
like
Have you
it.
seen the Demon Slayer movie?
No,
No. I
I
no.
was
told
gonna,
I
I was
told him
gonna, I
about
was
it.
gonna,
Don't worry.
I was gonna ask him if he thinks it's better than the Demon Slayer
No, no, I,
movie.
I definitely told him about that shit.
He told me don't watch it. I was like, yeah, of course. Like all I saw was people
Yeah,
dick riding Akaza, and I was like, yeah, Akaza's the best
yeah,
character in Demon Slayer. But other than that, like he was telling me, like it like shows all the hype shit right in the beginning, and then after that, it's just ass.
yeah. It's just like 80% flashbacks, and the pacing
Yeah.
to me felt slow as shit. Like I get like they
Yeah.
blitz through like
The pacing was fast at the beginning, and then it just slows
because they
down,
wanted
and
to
you're
get
just like,
past like the
bro.
two fights, and then they at the
Yeah.
last fight it slowed the fuck. I was sitting there, I was like, yo,
You
what
can't,
time
like,
is it? Like I
what
got
makes a
work
movie like that?
tomorrow.
Like I get in theory like that a movie like that would be nice, but like at the same time it's like, bro, like you
You
gotta get
can't,
audience, like if you're
bro.
gonna get audiences like in the fast paced shit right away, when you slow
Exactly.
it down, like it's just gonna fuck with them.
Yeah.
That's what I thought because like I was like, yo, that's why when I turned over to you, I was like, yo, is this covering like the whole like final arc? Like they kind of
Yeah,
just
no.
blitzed through two people, but like obviously not. I was like, damn, they
Yeah.
have a lot to cover, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
pacing fucking was horrible, man.
Is is Jujutsu Kaisen coming out with a movie?
They're coming out with a summary movie of the Shibuya arc, and then I think they cover the UG execution arc.
Because I
That's in
saw it.
December,
I saw a
right? They
trailer.
cover the beginning, like the first two episodes of the UG execution arc.
I
I
saw a
think they cover
trailer.
all of it.
I saw a trailer
Were
of
they?
it prior
They
to the
because in
Chainsaw
the
Man movie.
trailer they show Megumi with Yuji waking up. So
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
like I
put a
saw the trailer and it was like December 5th movie coming out, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
yeah. So
Yeah.
there is a movie, but it's like I don't think you lose out if you don't go because you'll see it in the season anyways.
Yeah.
But if you like
Okay.
forgot what happened in Shibuya arc, you know,
Yeah, I
go.
forgot. I should rewatch it.
Damn, how'd you forget?
I'm kidding.
Like
I
what?
just recently rewatched Shibuya. It was
Really?
And
great.
It
It
was
was
great,
fucking
right?
great, man. Like watch and like just watching like Toji just pop off. Like
Yo, with the Blu-ray releases, they like reanimated some stuff, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
Does like Crunchyroll have like that updated stuff, or you gotta like buy
I
the
don't think
Blu-ray
so.
for
No,
that?
no. I think you have to get the Blu-ray for that
Damn.
because that's like with like the flashes and stuff. Like I remember when they were airing, like it kept like lighting up and like
Oh yeah, like
blurring
they
and
kept
stuff.
dimming it and whatnot for like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
And there's
people
things
with
like
like
that they had to like they can't do until like unless you like get the Blu-ray one.
yeah, facts. But that like I heard that they like reanimated the or at least fixed up the animation with the Sukuna versus Maharoga
I haven't
with
seen
the
it. Yeah,
Blu-ray.
I remember seeing on Twitter that people were comparing them
Mm-hmm.
like back when it first dropped. So yeah, like it's definitely like that's definitely a Blu-ray that I'd want to have.
Kind of sucks that you have to
Um,
get the Blu-ray to get that though.
well, yeah, if you're a fan and you care enough, like, fuck, buy the physical.
Yeah,
Like
I
that's
mean
what
I'm a fan, but I don't want to buy the physical.
Mhm.
I just search it up on YouTube. Be like fucking
Word.
Mahroga versus Sukuna Blu-ray fight.
Yeah.
um, yo, for Gachi Yakuta, I caught up on the anime,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, I know like Demon Slayer English dub was like ass, but English dub for Gachi Yakuta is actually where it's at.
English dub,
English dub, bro. I'm
bro.
serious. I started watching it in Japanese, and then I was watching Dragon Ball GT, and it like switched my shit to like dub. And then when I went
Yeah.
back to watch Gachiakuda, it started out in dub, and then I was just like, let me like ride this out and see how like one episode is. And then I just finished the whole season in English dub, and I was like, damn, like this shit's actually great.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, nah, I
Like
can't do that, bro.
try it, just try it. It's a vibe, man.
Why?
You know which anime
Cause like
is low
it's
key?
cause like it's like the way they talk, like the voice actors. Okay, you know how like in One Piece or like I guess like in Naruto or Bleach, like when you hear certain voice actors, you're just like, oh, this is Edward Elric or this is Ichigo or this is Blackbeard. Like you can tell who these voice actors are,
Yeah.
and like it goes across like all these random anime. For Gachiakuda, it felt like they had like fresh blood and they like they're their own characters and like they actually embody who these characters are, and like
But
you see like all this shit like with Jabber, you just see like all the shit talking that he does, and they're like swearing and stuff in English too, so it's just like the vibes are just there. Like that's all I can say.
like, what's the last dub you watched? Because I'm pretty sure it's just not
The
fresh blood.
Demon
It's just
Slayer
fresh.
movie.
What do you like the actual last dub thing I saw? Yeah, like Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
Like I
Demon
haven't been
Slayer
watching
movie,
dub like that,
bro. Yo,
but
that
like
shit gave
that's
me
what
a
I'm saying. But
headache.
it's new
That
to
shit
you. But
gave
you
me a
guys probably been
genuine
in the game for a while.
headache.
wait, what?
What were you saying?
No, what were you saying? I heard Matu like he was saying it
I
gave him a
didn't
headache,
hear.
but like
I was saying like the dub is new to you, right? So like this fresh blood of
yeah.
people, like because I've been seeing clips of like fucking solo leveling dub,
Oh yeah, people love the solo
Mm,
right?
living
It's
one.
probably that voice actor is a voice actor you probably saw in.
potentially. Like I could probably search them up and see what their voice
Yeah.
actors are, but like I didn't like have like this like thing of like okay, this sounds like this like other character from a different like thing. So
Mhm.
so you're probably gonna feel the same way then, because like I don't think you're watching dubs that often, and
No.
like because they're swearing and stuff, I just feel like this it just works better in Gachiakuda. Like it adds like the energy there, and then like I had to finish like the last two episodes in Japanese because the dub's like 2 weeks behind.
Damn, that sucks.
Then I don't know if you guys are caught up, but in the newest episode, they're doing like the toe to toe fight with like the Raiders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
In the Trash Beast?
Yeah. Like Jabbers fighting Jinka or Jenka or whatever. The girl with the long
Yeah.
hair is fighting the girl with the scissors. You got the like they just started their fights
Oh,
in the
that's
newest episode.
insane.
Yeah,
Shit's about to be crazy.
yeah. So like you guys should catch up when you can.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then try to watch like if you see Jabber on screen, try to watch that episode on like in English. Like I just think it fits him. Like Japanese is solid too. Like I've been flip and flopping through both, but like yeah. Um Also because I went through Dragon Ball GT. Um I don't know if this is a hot take, but I feel like the Omega Shenron arc is the worst arc
That's not
of
a hot
Dragon Ball
In
take.
GT.
all of GT?
I
Yeah.
don't think that's a hot take.
That's what the fuck, bro. Lord Lud fucking sucked.
No, I went back and watched it. I actually really enjoyed the beginning adventure that they had. And like those first 20 episodes, like it's not even that much of GT, but it like the way it segues into Baby and then the way Baby goes into Super 17, like that all
Super
flows so
70 was sick.
well. And then when you go from Super 17 to like Omega Shenron, part of it is just like each episode for Omega Shenron, like all the Shadow Dragons, they kind of just suck except for like Nova
Nova,
Shenron, Omega
Nova,
Shenron,
Ice,
and Ice Shenron.
Nova. Yeah.
Like they're the only three out of seven dragons. Only three of them like even really matter, and you're just like, what the hell? And like I kind of get why they did the Shenron arc like with like it ties in all of like Dragon Ball, and like the Dragon Ball's cracking, and then you go through like each dragon was made from each wish, and that's
Yeah.
cool. But I think they kind of fucked up the execution because like bro, this is their chance to like reeling off of Super 17. You can have Goku just be like stuck, like just like tired, like he can't like fight, and not have Goku be the one going and getting every single Dragon Ball again. And you can
Yeah.
actually have it so you have all the Z fighters come back as like
Come in. Yeah.
their final thing. So then you
True.
have like Tien come back, you have Krillin come back. Piccolo's dead from like Super 17, like he's in hell and shit, so he can't do anything. But then you have like Vegeta,
Did Piccolo
Goten, and
die with?
Gohan.
Doesn't Piccolo die from the Earth exploding?
Yeah, from Baby, and then with Super
Yeah.
17, he decides to stay in hell. So then he's just like he had a chance to come out, I guess.
Oh, okay,
He was
okay.
opening the portal with Dende to get Goku from hell
Goku
back
guys
to Earth.
out. Yeah, because they're
Yeah,
fighting Frieza and Cell.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then like Piccolo wouldn't be there, but you would have all the Z fighters back as like this one last thing, and like all these like Shadow Dragons, like they're honestly not that strong. Like you didn't need Goku to fight all of them. You could have had these Z fighters fight them and have like their time to shine and see how much like they've grown, and then
Mm-hmm.
have Goku come back for Omega Shenron. Like have him fight Sin Shenron, and then have
Hmm.
Super Saiyan 4
Well,
Vegeta
Super
pull
4
up.
Vegeta's unreal though.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like Omega Shenron arc has like all the hype shit with the Super Saiyan 4s,
Yeah.
but like as an actual arc, it was just so lacking. Like watching that, I was just so
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to
uninterested.
rewatch GT.
But then GT has like the best like final episode. Like
Oh
with
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Goku on like Shenron, and then having
Well,
like
that's what about
Pan.
Goku Jr.? Legacy of
Yeah,
Goku,
like having
Goku
Pan
Jr.
watch like Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. Like that shit hit. Like I fucked with that out of everything with the
Mhm.
Shenron arc.
I think that's it.
That's it. I think next week we'll
Yeah.
talk about next week or next podcast, whenever that shit is,
Yeah, next
man.
podcast.
we'll talk
Well,
about
yeah.
we'll talk about the Jujutsu Kaisen sequel.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk about Modulo.
We'll talk about some other stuff. I am assuming that there's some other manga or animes
The
that.
Grey Man Raws are
There's
out
a
right
bunch.
now.
There's a bunch.
So
Oh,
once
Vinland as well. We still have to cover
Yeah.
Vinland.
Yeah.
I don't. We never
Vinland?
covered the finale of it.
Oh really?
No.
Yeah.
We were
There's a bunch of
definitely
stuff.
wa-
Like there's this
I mean,
manga
we can talk about
I want to talk
Vinland in
about.
its entirety then.
Yeah, we can talk
Uh,
about that in the next pod.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think there's like some conversations that we can have about. Like, I've been seeing like a bunch of fucking AI shit on my TikTok, like verses.
Oh
like, a
yeah, yeah.
bunch of
I'm down.
verses.
I'm down. I'm down.
So
We'll
like
have
we
some
can.
conversation.
I like saved a couple of them. So like, and every time I see one that's like sounds interesting that I feel like would be a good conversation, I save it. So like we'll have those like in a couple of pods too. We'll talk about some verses. I think that I think that's all that we got for this pod though. Thank you guys for watching. Welcome back for the 100th time. Yeah, will be another welcome back next pod too.
Yeah.
Go in the description. We have our TikTok and our Twitter, Instagram coming never. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.